Jai Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Gurudev, Jai Srila Babaji Maharaj. And thank you for all to participate here with us, and Dandavat Pranam to everyone. So, I don't know, I was thinking, because now was the festival and not many of you could, participate directly. You had also the chance to hear the Katha in this. I don't know if Ekadasi Ma, she wants to share a little bit about that festival. What do you think? Ekadasi Ma, Ekananga. Do you like to?
Yes, it's a little bit surprising for me now, so the words are stuck in my throat.
Yeah.
Actually, it's too overwhelming. Sorry.
Huh? Okay, then yes. So yesterday it was actually the last day of this festival. Now since 3 days we have these festivals, and yesterday we were observing the Avibhav Titi or the Vyasa Puja of Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Gosvami Maharaj. This is the guru of Srila Babaji Maharaj. And really, I feel all these days were full of a lot of kripa and mercy. And my Gurudev also used to say that if there's rain after a yagya or a function, then that is a very auspicious sign. And you know what happened? That on this day, on the first day, there was rain after, and also on the second day there was rain after. So that is very auspicious sign. And I remember also when my Gurudev, the Samadhi ceremony happened, then here in Mayapur, then it was also so much raining after everything was over, and it started to rain, and all devotees, they did a very beautiful sankirtan was there. It's like these moments are unforgettable, so they are very special moments. And so the first day it was more like just to recap a little bit that what was happening here. The yagya, which according Babaji Maharaj also himself said after that he don't like really to do these ritualistic activities, but still it's auspicious and it's traditional, so he did all it, and very humble. He said also, I don't do it often, so I don't know very much about, but still he looked like for me as the perfect Brahmin there, which was sitting there and not moving, just chanting all the mantras along with the offerings of ghee and so many other items, and always swaha, swaha, swaha. So all in all, it was a very auspicious ceremony, the yagya, which took place. And it was also a little bit to see Babaji Maharaj, because if you're in this room, then after, when the fire already started and then the offerings are done, so much smoke will come, smoke, and the eyes are burning. But Babaji Maharaj has to sit there, and so much tolerance he has. He's sitting there because directly in front of the fire, where is the most smoke actually. And we all were running up. I was one of the first, because I cannot have this smoke in the eye on the roof. I'd like to take some fresh air. But he had to sit there, and I was thinking, oh my God, so much suffering, so much he has to tolerate. But yes, that is what was happening on the first day. And then the second day there was also actually the inner mood from Babaji Maharaj was to bring that sankirtan agni from the fire of sankirtan, which was ignited by Sriman Mahaprabhu himself in Shiva's Angan, to bring this from Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's Samadhi, because Bhaktivinoda Thakur for sure, he has this fire in his heart. So to the new Harikatha center place, and then we all were going with the procession there very early in the morning. It was like around 6, and there were also some videos published so that you can see. And after that, little bit Babaji Maharaj was speaking, and he explained that how we, as members of Gaudiya Math, I mean, to be a member of Gaudiya Math, I myself don't consider me actually a Gaudiya Math, because it's a very high thing, no? But all the members of Gaudiya Math, they should actually not allow or do that the fire of the which Mahaprabhu was igniting, it should be not extinguished. It should be not go out, this fire. So that is a very important seva. And you know, in India, there's many times you can see sadhus who keep like a flame for 24 hours to 7. So all the time the flame is burning. I also myself have visited one time one sadhu in the jungle, and he had, in North India, he had the same system. He also was keeping that fire, and he followed this kind of tradition. But one has to be very careful, know that nothing happens, because if negligence or if some unawareness is there, then what can happen? Then anything can happen. So, and that is the thing, that we have to be very careful that fire, that was the message on this day, to keep that fire intact. How we can keep it intact? Especially by spreading the words, the katha of our acharyas, of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, of Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta, of Babaji Maharaj, and all our Gaudiya Acharyas. So in that way we can keep that flame intact. And actually the same thing Babaji Maharaj, he did also when he was opening this center in Mayapur. So there also he bring that flame of Sankirtan Agni to Mayapur from Bhaktivinoda Thakur's Samadhi. And you will visit these places, so then you know where and what is. And after that also, that time Babaji Maharaj also instructed us that you should always do Hari Kirtan, Harikatha, Sankirtan, and it should be continuously in that center. So that it's not a place where we go and we speak just some gossip about this and that. No, there should be only some glories about the Lord, the holy name, and in this way he instructed us that Sankirtan should go on continuously. So he said never stop. That is our eternal duty, to sing the Lord, to sing the glory of the Lord. No? And it is our duty actually to somehow to be always in contact with this flame. So like last time also I told, or Babaji Maharaj gives also many times the example that if an iron piece is put into fire, then okay, it will slowly start to change its nature. Or even a coal is very dirty, no black. So it will never, you can never clean a coal. But if you put it in the fire, then slowly it changes its constitution. And it will also get the same consistency as fire. And but if one is putting the coal out again, or the iron piece, so it becomes hard again. Our material nature and our material thoughts all will just overwhelm us. Yeah. So this he spoke at that day and explained a little bit. It was short, but the message is very important. And then also on the second day, he said also very beautifully that actually that the sadhus, they are not selfish, no? Because why they opening such places? So they could also just go into the forest, no, and to do bhajan there. And then he quoted that famous verse from Prahlad Maharaj. Prayena deva munayo svavimukti kama maunam charananti vijanena bharartanishta naitan vihaya kipanano vimukshameko nanyan tvattashaye sharanam pramato anupasye. So that is, we can find in Srimad Bhagavatam, and it is explaining that many they are doing bhajan, but they are not caring for the cities or for those places where they just go in the forest, those sadhus, and do their own bhajan. But Prahlad Maharaj is saying, I am not so selfish, I am not like this, because I know that nobody can be happy without this process, without Krishna consciousness. So he wants to deliver, to help others. So the same bhava, the same mood we can also find in Baba, in all our Gaudiya Guru Varga. Once there, also it was Ekadasi, and some brahmacharis, they observed very strict the Ekadasi Vrat, no? You know, different kind of observations, and they follow it strictly. But one brahmachari, he just he took anukalpa, some fruits, something, and then he went out for preaching. And Prabhupada saw this, because it was at the time of Prabhupada. When Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta saw it, then he said, oh, you see, that he has actually understood the purpose of the Gaudiya Math. So that's the mission, that's more important, the preaching mission, to go than to take rigid fasts or this way. And the Baba himself, Babaji Maharaj, also told us that when he went, he was doing solitary bhajan, and also it happened so that yes, I can say that. So there, he said that Prabhupada appeared in his dream, and he said, oh, you have to go and help those jivas. So there was one occasion. So they are very, very merciful to taking up all this hardship just for the sake of others, no? Those Vaishnavas. And he also gave the example of Vasudev Datta, who prayed to the Lord that, yes, let me take all the sinful reactions of those persons so that they can be freed, so that they can be free. So that I like to take their suffering instead. So I want to help them. And there Srila Prabhupada gives also one comparative statement with Jesus and Vasudev Datta. He says that yes, Jesus, he took the sins, but from whom? Only from his followers, no? But Vasudev Datta, he wanted to help everyone, irrespective of their following or not him. So, and Jesus took away the sin, that's okay, from his followers, but not really the root of so that they don't commit sin again. So that is like one is a sick person. If you have a sick person, and then after some time you will come out of the hospital, then there is every possibility that, or every chance that one can be infected again, actually. But what Vasudev Datta did, he wanted to cut really the root cause, the root of the problem. No, so how much more mercy we can see in those Vaishnavas, no? Like Vasudev, Haridas, Prabhupada, and all our acharyas. And for us, Babaji Maharaj asked also, then he asked the question that are we ready to take up that suffering? The question is here, no? That how much we are ready to suffer for the good of others, how much we can take. Is it possible for us to just skip a meal or give our bed to someone else who is coming unexpectedly? So we have to, maybe we cannot take this meal today, or we cannot sleep in our bed because we give it to, like my Gurudev. Now my Gurudev, he immediately was ready to give up his sleeping place when Jajava Maharaj came a little bit late to the Kumbh Mela, and all other devotees, they were already like, oh, what shall we do? He should tell earlier that he comes, now there's no place. But my Guru said, no, actually we should be very, so much honored. So what to speak? No problem. I will give him my place very happily. And then he went outside to sleep in the sand. So this is just small sufferings, no? For them, this is not really suffering. But they are ready to sacrifice for the purpose of others. Or my Gurudev also, he gave up once his room when some other Maharaj, some other sannyasi, he wanted to visit Puri. Then he needed some special arrangement. He could not stay in his room, in the room where many are living. So then my Gurudev said, okay, I can arrange this. And then even he take the train few days early, but he had no ticket because in India it's not so easy. You cannot get train tickets just like this. And for that train he had no ticket, so it was a very long journey with no seat actually, and he had to sit, he had to stand, he had no sitting place. And then he went there, empty his room, and give that room to, because that sannyasi would never accept if he himself would say, oh, I can give you my room. So he arranged it, that room is arranged for you, you can stay there. And he went to another place, he stayed outside. So that is that thing what we can learn from these Vaishnavas. Vaishnavas means, no, to learn to tolerate and even to put others' happiness in front of our own happiness. So that is not so easy. It is easy to speak, easy to say, but so can we imagine what the kripa of those Vaishnavas is, no? Who are ready to suffer eternally. These are just some small things, but they are ready even to suffer eternally for the sake of others. So what a great sacrifice it is. It is quite a scared topic actually, but that is where we have to go. That means Vaishnava, no? Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada also told that we Gaudiyas, we have to spend gallons of blood for the emancipation of others, for helping others to develop their consciousness. So this is all easy, very easy to speak and to say, but practically it is like, something which is quite scaring. And on the third day, there it's just yesterday that was the main function. And really, one thing I must admit, that I expected more devotees, but the thing was also that there was another function in Puri, a big function for the Vyasa Puja of Srila Bhakti Puri Gosvami Maharaj. So almost all they went there. Still, a few sannyasi and brahmacharis, they came, and Babaji Maharaj also spoke there. There he spoke mainly in Bengali. So the main devotees there were also Bengalis. So, and and one thing that really was astonishing for me, I noticed it already many times, but I wanted to mention that really Babaji Maharaj, he is the same as always. Usually, if we are arranging a function, if we are arranging one function and inviting many people, and then we will surely feel something if let's say the expected guests are not showing up. And that is exactly the difference between Babaji Maharaj and those Vaishnavas and us. Babaji is only thinking how to please Prabhupada, not others. For him it doesn't matter if there are 5,000 people or if there are only 3 people. So he has really fixed, let's say, his thoughts, his words and his action on a third star. They're not in the plane of dualities, in this good and bad, many or less. No, he has fixed his star on Mahaprabhu's lotus feet. He has fixed his mind, words and actions there. All is for them, all is for Prabhupada. So it's not in the plane of duality. And that is surely not possible for a material person. We are always influenced by those dualities. But that is also the vision which we must develop. Otherwise we are like in a football game. We are sometimes cheering and sometimes mourning. It's like going up and down, and we never fixed. We are always dependent on external circumstances. And in fact, it was the same. Godrumdvip, where Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur stayed, there only 2 persons, like Bhaktivinoda Thakur's servant and Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, some maybe 2-3 persons, they came to listen from Satchidananda Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So he was speaking in front of these 2-3 persons. And now, who is not knowing the name of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur in the Vaishnava world? All. Without Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Gaudiya Math is not existing. So I spoke also about this with some devotees there, and then how these days really there is everything what has value, it must be followed by many. There must be a lot of followers, and then it's something, it must have value. Especially you see on the social media, we see that so much importance is given. Oh, how many viewers, how many this and that, rather than even to the content, what is there. Just, yes, there are 1 million viewers and this and that. So it's all going in that direction. Beauty is no more really visible if it is not disguised with a lot of tam-tam, all these illusionary decorations around. There is one, I told this, there is one famous violin player. His name is actually, I find, Joshua Bell. You can see, and he make one experiment. His concert, the peoples, those who go there, they pay for one ticket $1,000, and his violin is like, I don't know how many million it is how much value it has, this violin. But he was just doing that experiment, that after that day he made that concert where so many people were coming, and as I told, the ticket was $1,000, and the next day he goes straight away to the metro station and is sitting there like on the street, like the street musician. He is playing the same accords, the same music like he played in the concert. But at that time it was because they did the camera and the film, and after it was time lapse, so you could see it running fast, and all people, they're just going and coming, very busy, everybody absorbed in his working days and this and that, whatever thoughts they have. So, but nobody was taking really attention to him. Maybe he earned that day $25 or something. So, and that is the thing, no? What really should make us aware that all they cross, and they just in their busyness, they have completely lost their own sense of beauty. We also lose it with all those things. We are running here, that we lose to see the beauty, the wisdom which is around, and all these things. So it's only, we are just following actually like sheep what is popular by the masses, which everyone does. Okay, then there I will put my mind. There, that I will also, I think is also good. So we lay actually all the power of what is good for us in the hand of others. Rarely people are aware of really beauty. It is just made beauty from others. Okay. It is like this, and then others, they find it also beautiful. So, and same thing we can also find in the spiritual methods. When only the guru, or the spiritual leader, the spiritual master, he who can give a lot of nice prasadam, all facilities, so big temples and great communities and followers. So in this way, we look after that, most of the people. But we are really blind in that way for the sadhu who is just sitting maybe somewhere on the banks of the Ganga. He is having some torn clothes, doing Harinam, and we could not recognize those devotees nowadays, like Gaurakishore Das Babaji Maharaj, Vamsi Das Babaji Maharaj, or even yesterday, when Babaji Maharaj spoke about his Gurudev, Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Gosvami Maharaj, that nobody was really recognizing Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Gosvami Maharaj. And for how long time he was living a life in poverty and very poor, and actually all his life, completely in his kinshan. But we must say that actually he had the biggest treasure of all in his heart. So that is love of God. And that's why also once Srila Buri Maharaj, he told to Babaji that you have to get such a property which nobody can steal, can take from you. So that is love of God. That is, and because you see, the thing is, what we can really take with us, if we leave this world. What we can take. If someone steals our bead bag and our beads, then we cannot take our beads with us. If there, we can also not be, what we can take is not the beads or the japamala with us if we die. But what we can take with us is the genuine taste for the holy name. Everything will go. Also, if we can also not take our library with us, if we have all our books. But what we can take with us, if all the books are stolen from us, okay, let them steal. Let my japamala be stolen. But if the genuine taste is there for the Harinam, the genuine realizations are there from the scriptures, from the Shastras, this I can take with me. And also if someone comes and steals the positions, like in what I have, maybe as a charya, as a teacher, as a guru, as a temple president, or whatever, okay, let them take them. Let them take them this seva. But what is more important, that is what genuine seva mood I have developed inside my heart. That, so if we don't get these three things, then all our Krishna consciousness, our practice is all useless. So genuine taste for the holy name, realizations, and to really take up to have the actual seva mood. So that if we can take this with us, then we have the biggest treasures with us. So with these things we always have to keep in mind, and don't be blinded by all those externals, however they may be. Because once there was one teacher, and he also showed the student one $100 note. No? He showed the note and he asked him, "Oh, would you like it?" And everybody said, "Yes, yes, yes, we like it." And then he folded it in the middle, and then he asked the same question, "Do you like it?" "Yes, yes, we like it." Then the next time he crumbled it, he smashed it in his finger with his hand. "Do you like it?" "Yes, we like it." And then he go even more further. He just throw it on the floor and put it in the dirt and put his feet on it. And then he pick it up and, "Do you like it?" And they say, "Yes, we like it." And then he said, "Oh, you're very lucky. So today you have learned a very good lesson, that you are eternal, you are blissful. So it doesn't matter how it appears on the outside. No? Because the value of the $100 note is always the same. So the first lesson what we can take, what we can get from this, is that that is one lesson what we can take. We can learn that it doesn't matter how many times we are failure in life, how many times may be rejected from the society, from the family, from wife, husband, still we have our value. No? These are all just externals, but the soul has nothing to do with it. So the soul is always same. Outside, okay, that happened, but I have my value in all this. So that's why there is no way to be disappointed in life, because we always have our value as soul. And the second thing what we can learn is that we never should really judge a Vaishnava on their outside appearance. No? Like we can have one Vaishnava like Pundarik Vidanidhi, and he can show their opulence to the whole world, and we would never expect that he is a Vaishnava, like Radha Pandit. He himself had that lila of falling in the trap. So what to speak of us? And on the other side, so we give no value maybe to someone because he appears poor or in poverty, like Sudama. No? Then we also cannot recognize him. So the Vaishnava, he can look neat and clean, like that open $100 note. No? Or he can look dirty, crumpled, like maybe externally Gaura Kishoras or Vamsidas Babaji Maharaj with some dreadlocks, like one kopin, like very, like this, dirty clothes and this, but still they are pure Vaishnavas. So this is something what I learned on this occasion, and that never judge the Vaishnava from the outside or what are around them, because it is also said, Vaishnava Chinnite Nara Devara Shakti. So even the Devatas, they have no chance to understand the Vaishnavas. So then what to speak of us? No? Yeah, so these are all very, very good teachings, what we can learn. And another thing, what I wanted to share with you is also that, as you know, that Babaji Maharaj's standard for prasadam is very high, no? And he usually is saying that he is giving us some instructions that whenever you all take prasadam, then take care that there is purity regarding money, with or the kitchen and the cook. So all this purity of these things must be maintained. Like purity regarding money, that means that money should be white money. It should be not some black money. Or if money is earned like illegal and or with some that I exploit someone or some other person has to suffer for that money, then this is also not good. So it should be very pure and clean money, because all that money is carrying that thing subtly. So we have to be very careful regarding the purity of money, which a festival is organized or prasadam is arranged. That is, Babaji Maharaj is always warning us about this. And also if we take outside food, which is actually prepared with the intention to just earn, to make money, then that will also pollute our consciousness. Because that's why so many people or the whole world is having the consciousness of making money. Because all what they eat is, they eat some things where people also just want to earn. No? And then you eat all this, we are like subtly influenced with this. And this is happening. This is, everything is, you can make yourself an experiment. If you take food from an imbiss for 1 week in New York or somewhere in these places, then you will see how your mind will be just full of thoughts of making money, or becomes very rajasic, no, to some ambitions, this and that. You are becoming crazy after this and that. It will happen so. If you don't believe me, then you can try. And also the other way is, if you live for 1 week in one ashram and take very nice prasadam, then what will happen to your mind, to our mind? It will get inspiration, for spiritual life. We will get some very positive inputs to take up the path of spiritual life. It will help us. It will provide us with more interest and more enthusiasm. So that is the power of actual prasadam. That is all well known and proven also. There are many experiments also on these topics. So, and the next thing is the kitchen. The kitchen, it has to be pure. It has regarding what is bhoga and what is prasad, because if somehow there is something prasad and bhoga mixed, then it's all messed up. No? It's no more, you have to be very careful. And then Babaji Maharaj said that, not Babaji Maharaj, Prabhupada also, Gauranga Mahaprabhu himself, that Gauranga Mahaprabhu himself said he will not take or accept prasadam from a house, from a Brahmin who is not chanting 1 lakh Harinam. So that is the condition for actual prasadam. So this is the things what we learn from Baba in this regard. And some days, so now the point is that some days before the feast, I went with Babaji Maharaj to pay the Lakshmi for the bhoga and do that mat to prepare, to arrange all this. And after he said to me that we were alone, and he said to me, you know my standard. I know they cannot follow it. And I also say to him, you also put Jagannath Prasadam there. And then somehow later I was thinking, what shall I do? What shall I do? What would Babaji Maharaj do? Because he, so many times he told that he is not taking here, not that, because that. So I also, some thoughts came to me also. What can I do? What is the proper way? And I pray to my Gurudev. I pray you, please give me some light on this subject, on this topic. And then a series of very beautiful thoughts came to my mind. And first thing was that Babaji Maharaj told, like, if a Acharya like Madhav Maharaj makes a feast, then it is all okay. It is covered up, because everything what Madhav Maharaj does, the Krishna accepts, and that he also spoke in his Harikatha before, that was also a very important point, that everything what we do, we can cook for the Lord, we can chant the holy name, we can do seva, but if the Lord is not happy, then what? So the main thing is that the Lord or Guru and Vaishnava, they are happy with it. Then we know it's accepted. And Madhav Maharaj, for sure, if he is arranged, then Krishna is happy with him and all is covered up. And the second thought, what came also to my mind, I heard it from, because Babaji, my Gurudev, they are non-different, so I get all these examples from them. And Puri Maharaj also, Babaji Maharaj was telling that even in his old age, Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Gosvami Maharaj is in his bed, in his room, and he is there chanting Harinam. And then all the temple activities going on. They're also doing archan, they're doing worship, this and that. So, but they can make mistakes, but then he said that, because I remembered that, or that thought came, that actually Puri Maharaj with his chanting and with his bhajan, all he's covering up all mistakes. So in this way I was very happy. And another thought also came, which was that actually when Bali Maharaj was doing yagya, then also at the end, we can find it in Srimad Bhagavatam, Sukracharya also said that now you do sankirtan. So with sankirtan, there are all slight mistakes, this and this can be covered up. So then what to speak? Our Babaji Maharaj is doing continuously sankirtan. So all this, what is there, small things, they will surely be covered up, and there is no problem at all. So all these things I was very happy to get all these answers. And after the prasad was over, I took very happily that prasadam, and because actually also, well, I don't know even myself what to speak. I take so much. Huh?
Sorry, Prabhu, but so you didn't add Jagannath Prasad?
No, they added in the pots before, in the big pots.
Okay.
So that is another thing. They added before everything. And then, when the pots are there, then before distributing, they put like this way. So, and so then I thought, or after the prasadam was over, I went to, what I wanted to say was that even I myself am not sure if the Lord is taking what I cook here. So what to speak, how we think we have to make, but it's good to think about all these things. So, and after the prasadam, I went also to Babaji Maharaj, and I told him that I was alone there, and I told him what I was thinking. And then he also said, yes, right, you're everything is right, what you say. And then even later, in the evening also, that was on that day, or yesterday, then from that, he started his Harikatha, that mainly the topic was to have belief in Vaishnava. So we must have 100% belief in Vaishnava. So I was so happy to hear also all his explanation, because many things you also have heard that Harikatha, and the whole Harikatha was built with some elements of this. And it was very inspiring, and I was very happy to get all this more information, and it was everything completely clear. So that was a nice experience, and also the days actually before, they were very beautiful. So many amazing things happened, and some boat trips with the rickshaw, and to bring this up and down to the center, and to buying the blankets with the bed sheets, for all the devotees who are staying there, and arranging. Actually, all Babaji Maharaj went with us on the rickshaw, and he arranged everything himself. You see, he is not an acharya who is sitting on the somewhere in his room. No, he went with us everywhere to all those places, and then also all decoration we did, and so it was all a very nice. Every evening when I came there home here, then I felt very satisfied. It was very precious time, and I was very happy to be part of this. And I also can share one day when we went to Navadvip to buy we wanted to buy some things, but it was Tuesday, and somehow everybody forgot, and it was closed. So everything, Babaji Maharaj thought, some shops, small shops, they have opened, but on that day was also another festival, and they were all closed. So me and Jagannath and Babaji Maharaj went there, and then, what to do? Now we waste some time. And I was also thinking in my mind. And then Baba said, okay, we have to go back. And we try to get everything in Godrumdvip. And we go back, and then somehow, that is Paramatma, the pure devotees, they are guided in this way. Then he went up from the rickshaw, and he walked a little bit further, because he say, if they see you, the Westerners, then they will charge double. Actually, he did not know that there was a big shop which is actually selling to the small markets. So a big blanket shop with all blankets and everything what he wanted to buy. But he also did not know this shop. So Krishna somehow, Mahaprabhu, he arranged the situation in that way that we go all up to Navadvip, then we have to see everything is closed, and then go back, because there it would be also more expensive in the small shops. But then in that shop we go back, and that was a big shop where we could buy all the different things what we needed, because for many devotees, blankets and this, so it was very, very nice to see the hands of the Lord. And 5 minutes near from that shop, we get also all the puja articles, the items of it. So Babaji Maharaj sitting a long, half an hour, maybe for 1 hour in that shop, choosing everything, this and that. And so we got everything in a relatively short time. And that was, I thought that how wrong I was, while thinking that stupid thoughts that, why someone must know that the Tuesday is closed, or Babaji Maharaj shouldn't. I was having these thoughts, and actually it was offensive like this. But later I realized, and Krishna also showed me how, yes, everywhere behind all this was Krishna. And it was really, really special to experience all this, and I'm very grateful for that. So these are things which I wanted to share with you all, which happened over these last days, and now the time is 6 o'clock, and soon you will be here, and then also we can share more things. So I will stop now, and if there's some question or some comments, or someone want to say something, then please, you feel free. And okay, Dandavad, Jai Gaur, Hari Bol.